guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Rhett. I'm really excited because tonight at midnight, my new single, Just Because, comes out. And I just wanted to do a quick video just to kind of talk about the song a little bit. It's been something that I've actually been building to for a while. This is a song that I wrote a couple of years ago. I got the opportunity to finish writing it with my good friend Jenna Felton, and then record it at Whisper Studios in Kokomo. It's kind of the last of the singles that I've been putting out recently. I'm already starting to look at what I'm going to be doing next year, but I really wanted to take the time to really give Just Because its time in the light. Just Because is a song that I never thought that I was going to release. In fact, it's a song that I never thought I would even finish writing. I remember I wrote this sometime in 2018 after a really bad day on a night where I just couldn't sleep, which is actually where a lot of my songs come from. But I had this verse and this chorus, and it was me just kind of being fed up with some stuff that was going on in my life at the time. But I wanted to have some hope about it, and this chorus just kind of became a thing. It just said, just because I'm still waiting doesn't mean there's no hope. Just because I sleep on my own doesn't mean that I'm alone. Around that time, there was this a lot of people were just trying to be really transparent on social media. I think a lot of people are starting to get kind of fed up with the perfect image that we kind of try to cultivate on social media. And I was trying to do the same thing at the time. I was trying to just be a little more real, and I decided to share this bit of this song online.
If I looked back and asked myself how many times have I fallen in love, would I be discouraged or see it all as just moving on?
And say like, oh, look at this unfinished song, like I can be real too. And I had a surprising number of people who actually went back and commented on that song and said like, wow, I feel the same way. I needed to hear that. You should finish that song. I called my friend Jenna Felton and finished writing the song, and honestly, it's become something I'm very, very proud of. It's something that I sing to myself on days that I really need to hear it, because there's a lot of days that I need to hear it. I think there's a lot of people in their 20s who are trying to figure out what life is all about. You're thrust into this world that you never really feel prepared for, and that can be really lonely a lot of days. No matter what walk of life you're in, whether you're single or you're married or you're dating or you have kids or anything, there's just a lot of times where life just feels really lonely. I was really proud of what we were able to do in the studio to really kind of convey what was in my heart about this song. Because we sing the same thing several times over, right? Just because I'm waiting doesn't mean that there's no hope. Just because I sleep on my own doesn't mean that I'm alone. The song starts really quiet. It's really kind of mournful in some ways, as you're starting to ask some questions that I think a lot of you probably ask yourselves. But then it starts to kind of get just a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, and it kind of just builds more. And then I had this bridge that was just where my heart was at. At the time, some things were happening that I was really excited about, but I just had to remind myself that it's not about the circumstances of your life that make you happy. It's most often about the relationships that you have. It's about the community that you build. It's about, for me especially, it's about my relationship with Jesus Christ. It's so much more about what I'm building into my life rather than what's happening in my life. And so I was just really proud to have this moment in the studio where everything just kind of clicked, and we were able to sing that song. So this is a song that I'm very proud of. It's something that I think a lot of people already feel. And I think life has this way of making us feel isolated, especially in 2020, when most of us here, we've spent isolated in quarantine. So the song is out tonight at 12 o'clock. It's called Just Because. It'll be available on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Amazon, wherever you listen to music. As well as tomorrow, there's going to be a lyric video that drops from some footage that I took on the way home from the studio that night when we finished the song. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'd love to talk about the songs that I write. Every song that I write has a story behind it. Every session that I go into, every song that comes out of it comes out of people's lives, comes from our stories. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about art. It's what makes everybody's art worth it in some way, because it's about your story and about kind of what you're walking through and your own lens that you view the world. I think that's one of my favorite parts about creating together. That's why I'm doing this channel and talking about the songs that I write, the projects that I work on, the people that I get to work with. It's kind of my perspective on the world and just the things that I get to do. I'm really blessed to get to do what I do, especially as there's a lot of people right now who are still in places where it's much harder to work and to see people. So if you feel alone, I really hope that this song gives you hope. I hope that it drives you to seek out the community that is already around you. And if you don't have that, I hope that you find it. It's always out there waiting for you. So tonight, go listen to the song. If you like what you hear, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. You can always subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications when I'm making new videos. It's something I'm really looking forward to doing more of moving forward. There's a lot of projects that I get to work on that I'm really excited to get to share. And I'd love for you guys to be there because for me, the best part of creating is that we can create together. So have a great day, guys.
Just because I'm still waiting doesn't mean that there's no hope.